This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to only one person can.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up!
Go. Enter farewell streets. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevius. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevius.
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dream.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Primnoan soldier who startled Treenan. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trianne. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out...
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more...
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed.
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. You won't.
In that case...
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden...
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched ID's...
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akuma stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates?
It's...
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream.
His mere presence will endanger the holy city and the flame...
You know that I don't believe...
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy. I know. However, I'm here to seek your assist. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect.
Take a seat. Since you are sincere, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
What's wrong, Trian?
Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the grove. The monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget.
Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian?
Trian threw it away.
We got back safe from the grove because of you, Trian. You were the reason the flame...
Sorry. Trian feels... a bit... dizzy. What?
Are the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecy's past. At first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the... Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Orynyx, for help.
Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now.
Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before... Saffron? Oh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates.
Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that is experienced. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her. And she really...
I see! It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone!
But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing.
This...
could be a After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin.
We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way...
In our current state, we probably can't do anything.
Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how... In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple.
I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars.
Let's be on the lookout as we go. What? Aggie? Oh, it's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge.
Trina, did you?
Yeah, I saw it. What are you two whispering about? Trina?
Brienne can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Brienne suddenly feels like this place. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here! Follow Trianne! Trianne, slow down!
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! I summon thee. Oryx! Stir. Something's appeared! Wait. Wait. This is a letter? Isn't. Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? Could it be. Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and. But why haven't they. Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps. Come on. This isn't the right time to be. Playing games.
Separation and then reconciliation doesn't come easily for a
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treevee! Trinan! Look what I... coming! But... what? Huh? There's really... I swear! Trinan! Treevee! Why aren't you saying anything? We were just lost in our thoughts. What you saw was likely, Yanis... Okay. Could Oryx be trying to make us falter? Something feels off. Treevee, what do you mean? It might just be an illusion. Is Oryx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa, Treevee, Trinan, look at this! So cool! So many of us now! Man, it's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize the second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted.
So it's plundering the... But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is...
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. The first target is me. The second target is Oryx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. Can you fly?
No, I can't.
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets...
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets...
Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let... Treeby, Trainan, come check this out. What's this? Tran feels like... it's...
We only saw the 2 of you collapsed on the...
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed sword?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense it.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's Ream. The other group will come with me to pursue the Black-Robed Swordmaster and recover the... I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide. So we've made... I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Treeby! And
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation. Finan. I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan...
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get.
Trainan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides...
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treeby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave...
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut. As if it could snap. Finan, tell us your plan. Time.
This being is not just hunting titans, but
Yes. Just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the flame...
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can... Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss. So he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing and...
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. He is the key. We need your other...
Ma'am, do you mean...
I see. Finan, that is it, Castrum Crimnos.
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nick. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage, then we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akuma. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will... It's very clever, using the element of surprise, and can you do it, little one? Such enthusiasm. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kainos and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the Council with a message. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and...
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akuma is currently beset by enemies from within. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you.
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to...
Based on what I know of him, I'll be honest, but the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. May Cathali sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a... Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend.
You and I, we're both the same.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is...
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our set. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, the Laedonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions. They used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Laedonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But...
let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with this situation.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad, but he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dweller's store of gemstones, and traded them with the Laedonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile...
but leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their... but that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. Then...
you've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world. to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus, but let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead. No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Aglaya, Hakim, we'll be back soon.
Really are just rest in peace. May you... Did they come to fight on their own accord?
You must become king.
Stand still.
Blood-cleansing dragon.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Break.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Nice. 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 Nice.
We're almost there.
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you rest?
Remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all distractions. Let's go, partner. Today?
Finally.
In the memories of the dead! Executioner!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Stand still.
This one returned to me.
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
What's in your prescription?
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break! Awaken, blood-cleansing dragon.
Trying to overwhelm us! Take them out!
Oh, what a spirited display, Deliverer.
Stand still. Good times. Never time to say bye. Boom. Thanks. You're too good to me.
What's in your prescription?
Bless.
Relax.
Do not fret.
All of data return to the factory.
I sent a storm.
Stand still.
You don't look so good.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Say bye to breathing.
Return to the factory.
What's in your prescription?
Score.
Let me tell your woman.
This world. Return to the factory. Return to the factory. Smash the idols.
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titans sacrificed me.
Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Rise!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Let me tell your woman.
Stand still.
What's in your prescription?
Do not fret.
Score.
Awaken, Thorns. Blood-cleansing dragon.
Torment.
Relax. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Get ready, Croc. Can't hold out much longer.
Quiet. I know what I'm doing. At long last.
How embarrassing. You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion.
Long time no see, Mikador.
Stand still.
I sent a storm.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Heaven surge. Break!
Relax.
Such petty truth.
Heaven surge. Rise!
strife, heed my call. I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs! Witness this. The new god has come to Castro Kronos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true? Has Ornyx fallen?
As the Council of Elders said, we face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos...
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
This,
It's probably because Ornyx is gone. Ornyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
what they don't know is that the Titan didn't do... Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Ornyx's...
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you... Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again, just... try to stay on your best behavior.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of it. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
They have... differences in Alright, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure...
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Ornyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian. She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple, but...
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted, and leaped off a cliff from a great height. All to free Trian's body from the clutches of...
What a brave soul.
Yes, it's Krateros.
Stop! If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in it. But answer me this, child of strife.
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity and crumble like rusted iron.
Good! Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and come! Let us fight! For Kremnos! For my king! For Amphorius!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't...
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kethely before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly, and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Crimnoan veteran? How is he?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Occam,
the parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nikador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has...
You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years, only to awaken for this. I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes. It just seems much more efficient than...
A rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames. For titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity. Our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end, but this unforeseen turn of events has thrown...
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't... But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing Orynyx...
Finan, Castrus, Mighty, and Hyacinth. Treepy and I devoted a millennium. Only a chosen few possess the capacity to assume divinity. The elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation. Without yet, we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no...
Truly a dilemma.
Yeah. How about letting him give it a try? Mem special, mem. Mem.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
It simply put my life in the hand that priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might, but this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own.
The power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel. My blood is seething in a blaze. I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed. You've realized the aspirations of every former, and now you can at last bring our people home.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such...
What? What do you mean by that?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served... Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, this history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plunge the city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition. Mere anthills that could be...
You! Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands?
That pride holds little significance, Krateros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, will be to renounce the title of king.
No. No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order.
Do not do this, Mighty Mos. I beg you.
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the Light Calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mighty Mos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim the Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
No. I am granting you a new beginning.
What is this?
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship. Take it, and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Mighty Mos. Now ascended, you no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, it crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet, you shall tread the only path out.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of God, but humans who stand ready to raise their shield.
I failed to save that child.
That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there.
The one who persuaded Aglaya to set me free that night. Was that you, Mighty Mos?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession.
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the Flame Chase journey.
And what is next, Mighty Mos? Where will you be headed now?
To the place where I belong. To fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed him. It's now my turn to fight against it. There are some people to meet with before I leave. Let's go.
And what is next? Where will you be headed?
You're here, my Demos. It seems that you are prepared.
Yes.
You aided Akuma through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed once you are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made.
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership.
And what is it?
It's the magnetic allure in your presence. It draws people together. They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear of repercussions. That is precisely what every ruler of Castrum Kremnos...
I am truly honored to hear that. And now, my Demos, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world.
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion and become the strongest bulwark for him. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle.
My Demos, a new chapter awaits Amphorius. Yet...
Huh. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity?
Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever. You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Just as cryptic as...
What's the reason for the...
I was just thinking. If an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths.
But I cannot forgo the So, I assume you also glimpsed your...
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back.
Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario.
If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze and joined the Flame Chase journey.
You speak the truth. May you be destined for a powerful farewell, mighty.
Is Lady Trebios not here?
Lord Mighty!
Hyacinth. So you are the physician Krateros spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was...
I can take the...
I've heard about what happened at the Grove.
I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Trebi...
That's a valid point.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible.
You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife. And one day, it will also...
Do you really believe I can do it? Even my ancestor, that hero...
Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity...
You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mighty. Right. You are here looking for Lady Treeby and Lady Trina, no? They're not around at the moment.
No need. I've already bid farewell to Aglaya. Meeting with the Oracle is simply...
You've bid farewell?
I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnos, to fight against the Black Tide.
Oh.
On second thought, there is...
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty.
Tell them that there is no longer a need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose Ak.
Lord Mighty.
I'll be embracing my destiny.
Can you feel Thanatos?
I don't feel them at all. Regrettably, you have been painstakingly seeking that Titan for so long. Have you...
You mean...
Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues.
I would never do that, Lord Mighty.
You're right. That may very...
So, are you returning home alone?
Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this work harder, Casterus. Go and do what you have to do.
I will, Lord Mighty. May we reunite on the other side, where the...
King of Kremnos, without...
I'm no longer the king.
Matters not the title. So...
I will honor your trust. And nevertheless...
Keep Finon in mind. I will together with everyone.
Outlanders. No. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for Amphor. That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. How about you let me guess what's on? Are you thinking about saying something? Now that I bear the divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have. With this departure, I fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back? And to You have my gratitude. Then, yes. Sure. Well, feels peculiar, I suppose. But this one, it's pretty good. I wish the same for you during your time in it.
The prince is here! Run! Hold on! Lord Mightimos isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Amp.
What's going on?
We salute the guardian of Amphorius.
It's been I should have known you were the mastermind behind.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear, see those kids over there? They're the ones who brought Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and... I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name. How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Donghan. All right. It's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of you.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this...
You know what? You sound just like a Goliath, but you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might...
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind read.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my fate? Well, with that said, thank...
No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight. Nor does it signify closure.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black root. Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain. This should not be effaced. Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that Swordmaster is dead? That's impossible. Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out. Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past. And make sure emptiness and bitterness. Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be seen.
I will keep that in mind.
I have a final favor to ask. I will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Akuma.
Do not worry. Leave it, and while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be in cat butt. If there's a chance in the next life, you should come. I'll be on my way, Deliverer. Remember to stay alive till the final act.
Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Mightimos.
Oh, right. One last question.
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
Well... who knows?
Get up, my son. You showed great...
Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it, Mightimos?
Why must we learn to fight?
It is for glory and honor, my son.
Is that really
the way it is?
What makes you say so?
Because you don't sound entirely...
You're right, Mightimos. I once believed those words, without question. Until your father was at that moment. I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine, that of your mother, Mightimos.
That dream always ends there. Kratos said that shortly after my fall into the sea. My mother challenged my father to a duel. She died through father's treachery, and yet each night she would show up, waiting by the flickering firelight. I always anticipated the sequel to that dream. But now, I think I finally come to and now, I too. It is time for this journey to reach its end.
Look! Mightimos is back! Glory belongs to you!
We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
We meet again, Your Highness.
How was your training?
Say, come and check out what I just wrote. You're looking well.
Mighty-Mos! Did you just come back from training? The door defends you!
It's been a while.
I beat you at the festival.
Welcome home, Mighty-Mos. Have you found something?
The son of Forgo will be crowned in blood! The son of Forgo will be crowned in blood!
Mother, I am home.
We smell sunlight and the wind of Akuma. This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
Lady Trian, why did it have to end up like this?
Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is. When we started our journey, Yanis had already provided their prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world, it's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny.
If you don't mind, Treeby, are you still willing to unveil that past for us? The past regarding the prophecy?
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
Mighty-Mos has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow. So, what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled and what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back? Despite the fracturing of your body and...
All right.
Teacher, are you sure about this?
Salut Aiko, merci du passage. Je te souhaite un bon week-end et à bientôt.
Dee is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the Abyss of Fate and see how it used to be. That's great. Thank you. Trinan, would you mind?
Treeby, are you not coming with us?
I want to stay here with Trian for a bit longer.
I see. We'll be off then.
Since you have made your decision, then let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher.
Cass, are you not going with them?
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally.
Oh. So, you saw us arguing that?
Yes. I figured Lady Trianne would like it a lot.
Cass. You know, I recognized it immediately that day.
Then, why?
It's just that Trianne had forgotten far more things than I. She forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our...
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past. Especially considering it now. It might just be the...
All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and in a teacher. Don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy...
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the... They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need this. To me...
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
At this point, Yanisopolis still resides under Aquila's protection. Yet it is already fated for decline.
Is it because Amphorius has entered Era Bellica?
Yes. Strife remains distant from this part of Amphorius right now. But in 5 years' time...
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones. It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
You're here, Orynyx.
This is our memory. So your senses are also aligned.
False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
But the Black Tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the God of Passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction? Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world...
This might be our last conversation, Orynyx.
The family.
It's our mother. She fell from the spot. It was during a grand ceremony held to seek Yanis's guidance, but things took an unexpected turn. It was kept...
Did something go wrong with the ceremony?
Yes, but those two occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefali's response was simply on that frosty night with treachery abound. As the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise, let's keep up with her. This story... She should be the one to tell.
That thing ahead.
It's the altar of Talantin. But that's not our destination. We're heading to the left.
This place used to be passable.